Hello, VC Vinyl community. Logan, the Nerdy Vinyl, coming to you live from inside my wife's car with this week's Dollar Bin Showcase. So, why am I filming this in my wife's car? Let's just get that right out of the way right quick and in a hurry. So, my wife has a business, and every couple of months she has to go to like these craft fair things to sell her stuff. And so the whole point of that is it's a side business as a secondary, well, not a secondary, but another means of income for us to help fund our adoption that we are trying to do. So basically, I come with her, I help her set up, and then she does it for a few hours, and I do whatever. So, rather than drive all the way back home and then come back, I figured I'd just hang out, and I figured I'd just do the Dollar Bin Showcase from the car, because that's where I'm at. So, hopefully the sound is okay, but yeah, let's just get right into this. So interesting, this week's Dollar Bin Showcase doesn't include any vinyl. I didn't get any dollar vinyl this week. I looked, because I go places on my lunch, like thrift stores and record stores and stuff like that, and I just didn't find anything. I went and checked out a new store that I've never been in, that I've heard some good things about, and I went and I checked them out. And it's like I don't know if you'd call it a thrift store, antique store. It's weird. It's a mix of everything in this place. It's I guess thrift mall, maybe. I don't know what you would call it. Anyways, so I went there and I checked it out. All of their vinyl, all their records in this place, and I'm not going to say their name because I'm not going to be that guy. But all of their records were trashed. Like, I didn't see hardly anything in there that was good, salvageable, worth buying. And everything in there was at least $6 or $7. Like, everything in there I would have considered dollar bin or dumpster worthy. And there was nothing in there under, like, no, I take it back. I think I did see a couple for like $2.99. But other than that, like, I was like, dude, what the heck is going on here? But they did have a bunch of cassettes, CDs, DVDs, VHS, like all other forms of media, everything, CDs, cassettes, 8 tracks, VHS, DVDs, all $1. So, clearly, they're thinking, oh, well, it's vinyl, it's worth money. But they've got all these CDs and shit that they're selling for $1. But they're trying to get, like, money out of records that are just trash. Just trash. Anyways, but I did find a stack of CDs while I was there. Some that I was like, I'm going to look specifically for this and this and this. And I found them, and I was like, hells yeah. And then some that I wasn't looking for, but I was still like, hells yeah. Okay. So, let's get into this. First one I got was this. Bearded Ladies. Bearded Ladies. Wow. It says Bearded Lady right there, and it threw me off. Bare Naked Ladies. This is a live album. This was recorded at the Riviera in Chicago and at the Olympia in Montreal back in spring of '96. This has Brian Wilson, Straw Hat and Old Dirty Hank, Jane, When I Fall, Hello City, What a Good Boy, The Old Apartment, Life in a Nutshell, These Apples, and If I Had $1,000,000. It was pretty cool. I love Bare Naked Ladies. There's no album in here. I should have checked that before I bought it. That was one that I was really excited about. Okay, let's move on. Hopefully everything else is what it's freaking supposed to be. Jesus. Okay. The next one I got was Sugarland. This is Twice the Speed of Life. I think this was their first album. Maybe their second. Let's see. This has Something More, Baby Girl, Down in Mississippi, Up to No Good, Small Town Jericho. I think this was their first album. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure Baby Girl was their first single, like their first big single, if I'm not mistaken. But this one is in here. But yeah, I really liked early Sugarland before they kicked Old Girl out. They became a duo. I really liked their stuff. Now this one is cool. This is an album I used to have, and I haven't seen it. I haven't had it for years. But this is Jeff Foxworthy's. It's called Crank It Up. It's the music album. And this basically, it's a bunch of songs that are basically, it's just musicians adding music with clips from different bits put together to make up songs. It's pretty good. Like I said, I used to have this, and yeah, I always thought it was really good. Just fun to listen to. But yeah, that's in there, thank God. This one I found, there's another Jeff Foxworthy. This is his album Games Rednecks Play. This album, I had this on cassette back in 95. When did this come out? I don't know when this came out. It was either 90, I think it was 95, because there's a bit in there where he talks about the Olympics in Georgia, and the Olympics going to Georgia in 96. Yeah, 95, because he's like talking about when they get and what the games are going to be like when they have them in Georgia. It's pretty good. But so when this came out, I was 11 years old when this came out, and this was the first comedy album I ever owned, and I had it on cassette, and I had this thing memorized front to back. I could, at the drop of a hat, I could recite this entire album from memory, and I still can. I listened to it, not this, but I listened to it on Spotify like a few months back, and it was just like I never forgot it. It was great. Okay, so the last three that I got, and these are all in here. Mainly because I've already listened to a couple of them. But so I did a review on the Garth Brooks box set, the Legendary box set, Legacy box set. Legendary. God, sorry. I'm a little scatterbrained now that that album pissed me off. The Legacy box set from Garth Brooks, I did a review on that. And I said that there was a couple albums that weren't in there, that if they were, it would have been better, blah, blah, blah. So I have the self-titled. I showed that, but I couldn't find Rope in the Wind, and I've looked and looked and looked, and I can't find it anywhere. But I found it. New copy for $1. This is, like I said in my other review, this is probably one of my favorite. I would have to say this is probably either number 1 or number 2 as far as favorite Garth Brooks albums. Mainly because it's Against the Wind, the opening track, Against the Grain, the opening track is great, is a great, phenomenal song. It's got Rodeo, possibly one of his biggest hits of all time. What She's Doing Now is great. Burning Bridges, Papa Love Mama, Shameless, We Bury the Hatchet, Lonesome Dove, and The River. All great songs. Cold Shoulder is the only song on here that, like I said before, it's kind of, that's a filler song as far as I'm concerned. But Lonesome Dove being probably, if I would have to say, it goes back and forth for me, but that is probably my favorite Garth Brooks song of all times. If you've never heard it, I'm not going to go into explaining it. It's a really, really good song. If you like story songs, which I do, I'm more partial to story songs. It's just a great, great story, and it's a whole Western in a song. It's just, dude, it's just phenomenal. The other one I got, Sevens. I got this to round out the set, like, so I could sit. So I have all the studio albums that I liked, or that I have owned at one point. I now have them all again on CD. This one was okay. I never thought this was I never thought that this album lived up to his potential. You know, Long Neck Bottle, Two Pina Coladas, In Another's Eyes, and that's like the noteworthy songs on this album are those right there. So whatever. But anyways, now I have it. I'll listen to it. I'll enjoy it. The other one I got, it's another Garth. This is the last one I got, and it is Double Live. And I said in my review that I felt like this was a superior live album than the Triple Live, and I still stand by that. So there you go. That's this week's Dollar Bin Showcase. I'm like, wait, you have no idea how bummed I am that this wasn't in here. I was really like, I just got these, like, was today's Sunday, so I just got these yesterday. Yeah, was it yesterday? Sorry, since St. Patty's it's been a blur, but yeah, I got these yesterday, or Friday, and I just never opened them, and I should have. Yeah, whatever. All right, guys, that's it. See you next time. Take it easy. Later.